Hi there, Michelle Shine here. Today I wanted to share top 10 ways to make breakups more graceful. Um, Typically, breakups are not very graceful. Um, they can be incredibly painful and they can consume your day, and they can leave us feeling pretty rotten, you know? We can leave a relationship feeling unworthy or rejected or unloved. Lots of feelings and things come up, and it can be very, very difficult. And I recently went through a breakup, and I did some new things, and while grief still comes up and I still cry about it, it's not consuming my world. Um, and I did a lot of little tricks, and I wanted to share those today because, for the most part, you can stay in, maybe not stay in, but you can really have an overarching view or perception that it was a really good thing and that it was the best thing, and you could have a positive vibration about it instead of a negative one. And those positive feelings and the positive perspectives are going to nurture you and allow you to then call in or create the relationship that works. So it's totally cool to grieve, and we have to grieve, and it comes up when it comes up. And when it comes up, you cry or you do that which you do that allows you to get through it, and to feel those deep feelings and pain, and it's all very important. However, a few of these other things can really change the overall vibe of it. So here is a list of top 10 things that will allow you to break up more gracefully. So, number one, make a list of the good qualities of the other person. Just the things that you enjoyed about them, that you liked about them, the things that they said or did that you really appreciated. And once you do that, just the fact that you're focusing on the positive things will bring more positivity towards you. Number two, make a list of the things that you received from that relationship. Things that you learned, like lessons. It could be knowing yourself better, knowing what you want more clearly, or knowing what you don't want more clearly, or being crystal clear on the things you absolutely will not put up with. What are your deal breakers? Maybe you learned something that's an absolute deal breaker and you will not have that in your life. Then you know that now. Oh no, I'm not having that. Oh no, I'm not having that. Oh yes, I'm having that. So make a list of the things that you received from this relationship. And so that can put you in the vibe of, okay, I learned something. I got something from this. This did happen for me and not to me. Okay? So number three, make a list of the things that you gave in the relationship. What did you offer this person? What are the awesome ways of being that you got to see yourself in? How were you with this person? Did you express differently, or were you more open this time, or were you more vulnerable, or were you able to see them from a heart space, or just take note of the things that you gave in that relationship to the other person. And that will also help you feel better about yourself, because you'll know that you gave something valuable to the other. Number four, use the inner garden to resolve any conflict whatsoever. If there's any conflict with, how things ended or how things went, resolve those in the inner garden. And what I mean by that is go into your inner garden, into your super amazing heaven, and imagine all that stuff resolved. Imagine whatever you need to imagine to make it feel like it's resolved and settled and clean. So use that space. Number 5, use the inner garden also to send love and light to you and the other person. That's a good one. Number 6, use the inner garden to create the relationship you want with this person going forward. Whether it is just a civil platonic friendship, or if it's a very nurturing friendship, or perhaps you are wanting to co-create an effective and civil co-parenting relationship, or maybe you'd like it to be a congenial business relationship. Whatever you want it to be, use your inner garden to imagine that the way you want it to be going forward. Number 7, I keep looking at my sheet down here. Love yourself in the inner garden. Love yourself. Take yourself into your inner world, into your inner heaven, and just nurture yourself. Give yourself love. Imagine yourself happy and free and loved and supported. So give yourself those feelings. That's super important. Number 8, write a note of appreciation for the other person. And then write one for yourself. So write like maybe a 1-page note that has everything you appreciate about the other, and then what you appreciate about yourself. And that will change your vibe immensely, immensely. Knowing that and having written that down, that will stick. That will stick in your awareness. And so, like I said, grief will come up, and you'll need to feel those feelings, and you'll need to address that and feel that pain. And then as that starts to subside, it can quickly be replaced with appreciation. So you won't be consumed with grief. It will just be one of those things that shows up when it shows up. I found that one to be the most important out of all of these. I did all of these, and this one helped me stay in the appreciation vibe for this other person, and it's really effective. Okay, so number 9. So now that you've done all of that, now make a list of the qualities that you want in your next important relationship. If it's a partnership or friendship or whatever you're calling in, make a list of those qualities that you want in that other person, and a list of the qualities that maybe you have together, and discover like some of those things, and get very specific. Refine what you want, because clearly this last relationship didn't work for a reason, and you learned some stuff. And so we're going to take some of that information that you've used before, and we're going to write it down so that you can create or have a very succinct, maybe not succinct, but a very specific list of the qualities that you're seeking moving forward in your relationship. And so then just writing those down, that will stick with you as well. And so then you'll start to notice when these qualities start to appear in another person. And number 10, imagine yourself, when you're ready, of course, when you're ready, imagine yourself with your next partner. Imagine yourself in the car with them, and you're laughing and joking, or imagine them cooking breakfast with you, and you're happy and in love, and imagine being and feeling fully supported. When you have things that come up, they are there for you. And imagine yourself always being able to be the real you with this person. And imagine that you're the best version of yourself with this other person, and that you get to expand and grow, and they get to expand and grow, and together you're better. And imagine and feel that. So those 10 items can really assist us in moving forward through breakups with grace. And again, when grief comes up, just allow it. Allow those feelings and sit with that pain. Really be with it, because the pain, once it's acknowledged and accepted, will start to subside. And you may notice that grieving goes in spells too. It seems to come in waves. There can be 5 days in a row where you're just grieving, and then you have several days where you're not, or it could be you're grieving a little bit every day, but for the most part of your day you feel really good. So I wanted to offer these techniques, and I hope they help you on your path. And all these are also written down on my blog at www.managardening.com, Michelle's blog. So check that out if you like it, a written list. All right, come find us at Mana Gardening or on Facebook. We're here for you. Namaste.